All right, guys, I'm sucking wind here. Just finished a pretty good run. Well, let's say I pushed myself feeling like crap, but it's done. But some things going through my head. You know, as I was running, I saw this tree branch, and it was hanging over a tree. And I said, should I run under it or should I run around it? And I decided I'm gonna just run underneath it. And I had a thought go through my head, hey, I can't control what happens. Whatever happens, go through it. And I started thinking about, you know, fate versus free will. You know, are we predestined to do certain things and have certain events happen to us in our life? Or do we have free will to choose it? You know, ultimately, I like to find the happy medium that, yeah, there are things that are going to happen, but we have the free will to choose how we react to it. But it still has all those types of questions. I was thinking about this week's podcast, and it was a powerful one. I started talking about the backdrop people, but we ended up exploring a little bit more about this reality. And one of the questions I explored was, you know, what is the purpose of all this? Not something I'm always exploring. This purpose of life. Why are we here? You know, and after my dad died, it was so bad. My thoughts were, we're no different than the cattle that we slaughter to eat every day. You know, the purpose of life is to enact suffering, and I can make a strong argument for that. This is the importance of to continue to question things. Even when you think you have an answer, keep questioning. Because the more I think about it, maybe we're here to learn. Maybe this is just a really difficult, complex learning system that we're in. You know, through hardship we learn. If we never would have faced conflict or a challenge, we wouldn't have evolved out of the Stone Ages. We would have had no need to create fire if we were never cold, or to find a way to build shelter and stay warm if we weren't afraid of the elements. So maybe all this bad stuff, you know, in the long run will benefit us, and we just lack the vantage to see it. That's what I hope. So if you haven't had a chance to listen to this week's podcast, the Seeker Podcast, check it out. It's up at sixcentsmedia.net. It's on SoundCloud, iTunes, Google Play, you name it. I could go on forever, friends, but that's what's in my head right now. Have a great night.